Hi everyone, today I just wanted to review this stroller, this one, and we're gonna use this baby for demonstration purposes. This stroller is Nuna TRIV that we've been using for almost 8 months now, and I feel like I have a good sense of like advantages and disadvantages of this stroller, and I can just give you my opinion, and I hope that it's gonna be helpful for someone, maybe if you're thinking about buying it. So let's get into it. Okay, so I think first I'm gonna talk about things that I like about this stroller, and the first thing would be the fold. I really love how easy it is to fold this stroller. So there's this little handle thingy, so you just like do this, and so to fold it you actually need to lower the handle, and that's it. That's how it folds. It's very easy to unfold it. You just do this and it's unfolded, and this was actually very easy. We used it recently for our airplane trip, and I was just by myself with the baby, and they asked to take the baby out of the stroller, and I had to fold it. I had to do everything just with like one hand because I was holding the baby, and I just was able to fold it like this and barely put it on the scanner thingy. It was a little difficult. It's pretty heavy, not too heavy. I think it's like, okay, come. I need to actually check how heavy it is, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 20 pounds. As you can see, it's like I can't go too far with it and the baby in the hands, but it's doable if need be. And then to unfold it, it does stay a little bit on its own. And again, and like this. And then you can pretty much do it all by yourself. So you put the baby there. Since he's already here, I'm gonna show you how the harness work. So it's a 5-point harness, like this. Sometimes I feel like it's a little too difficult to attach him, especially when he's moving and going crazy and crying. But you basically need to take this strap, take this other strap, you need to put it together and put it right there. And the same with this side. It's much easier when my husband is helping me and we do it like all together, but that's it. And he's secure over there. So it actually has 3 reclining positions. So this is the lowest one, and then this one, and the most upright one. So this lower thing goes like this, so I guess when he's older and he can like just, what is it, dangle his feet. The canopy, I like the canopy as well. This is when it's not fully extended, and you can unzip it and extend it all the way, and he's pretty much completely covered. He's like in the shade, and I really like that it has this mesh because he normally looks through it and he can see things around, and there's some air circulation. I'm sorry, my breathing is I'm like out of breath because we are very high here somewhere in the mountains. I like the handle, this handlebar, because he normally puts his feet on it, and now when he sits much better by himself, he also kind of like chews on it, and I put like some of the toys on it and he plays with it, and you can also remove it like that if need be, to easier to take him out of there. And so another thing, that the handle extends like that, which is also pretty handy if you're like higher and you're not gonna like hit the brake. And the brake is one pedal, but I think it's not flip-flop friendly like people are saying, because you have to use your toes to unlock it. So lock and then unlock like that. Okay, so another thing what I like about this stroller is that it actually 2-way stroller, so the baby can face you, and that's how I normally use it, because I really like to see him when we're walking, and he, you know, we interact like that more. But you can actually also turn it around. Ideally the baby would be out of it, but if you have no other choice, I can actually do it with him sitting in the stroller. I'm not sure if it's too safe or maybe it's easy while he's very small still, but what you do is that there's these 2 buttons right there, you need to do it like with your both hands. So, and then you lift him, and you like that. Okay, so, and now he's facing other way, and you can cover him. Another cool thing about this stroller, I really like the material that they're using, like the fabrics are very nice, and this is actually merino wool insert, and you can also completely remove it, and there's a mesh right there. See, so when it's really hot, it's actually nice. We remove it, and he has some air circulation there. So the front wheels are actually, you can lock them, and I just discovered it recently on accident. Okay, so now it's locked, and then do the same with this one. It's locked. So when it's uneven surface, the wheels don't swivel like crazy. It makes it easier to push, but then you can obviously not turn. You have to turn like that. It's kind of like advantage and disadvantage, because sometimes when they're not locked, it makes it really difficult to push through uneven surfaces. Like, we find it very difficult to push through our neighborhood, because our neighborhood doesn't have that good of the sidewalks, and it's always like a struggle, and the wheels goes everywhere and they get stuck. And I guess that's like the main disadvantage of the stroller that we don't like, because it's not really maneuverable. And the same, I feel like the back strollers, they're not wide enough, so it also makes the stroller not as maneuverable, and kind of I feel that it's not really stable, because I feel like I can like tilt very easily like that. So I don't personally like how the stroller pushes, and I feel like that's obviously main thing of the stroller, and we really struggle with pushing it through our neighborhood. But I feel like he is pretty comfortable in it. Like I said, he really likes the handle. He holds in it all the time, and I really like the canopy. If he falls asleep, it does make a little bit of noise if you want to cover it, but not that bad. Like that. So it's not too noisy. There's some noise, but not too noisy. What else would you say is like disadvantage?
I think it's just the wheels were always my biggest problem.
Yeah, I also feel like now it's just, like I said, we've been using it just for 8 months, but I'm not sure why it's all kind of like not stiff.
It's loosened up a little bit.
Exactly. It's like, it makes noises. It squeaks, right? It has some suspension, right? Suspension here in the back, but I'm not sure. Yeah, it makes noise when you pushes it. So, but the handle, I don't know what's wrong with the handle. It's also kind of like all wiggly and stuff. And like I said, this time we had to take it to the airport because we just didn't have time to buy a travel stroller, and we took this one as our travel stroller, and it was pretty easy, like I said, to fold and unfold.
But there's no latch.
Yeah, but there's no latch to actually lock the stroller, so it can potentially open when you check it in at the gate. And I honestly didn't really like how I was pushing even through the airport. Like on the carpet in the airport, it was kind of hard to push it as well. So yeah, that's my biggest complaint about the stroller, and that's why I actually think that we're gonna be selling this stroller, just because I don't feel like it's very usable through every circumstances. This is our review of Nuna TRIV. So anyway, I hope that this video was helpful for someone. If you guys are thinking about buying this stroller, I hope this video was helpful so you can consider those things that I've mentioned. Anyway, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye! Bye-bye! I completely forgot to talk about how this Nuna TRIV stroller works with a car seat. So this stroller comes with this ring adapter that you can see on the floor, and you actually take the whole stroller seat and you attach the ring adapter instead. And as you can see, you can just lift it so easily, and it folds up again, which is very easy for transportation when you try to put this frame back into the car. Here's me demonstrating how to attach this infant car seat. Super easy. You just slap it on top of that ring adapter, and there you have it.
very, very easy. That's why I love the whole system. That's exactly why I choose Nuna, specifically this stroller with these ring adapters, so it's so easy to work with. Then it's also super easy to unattach it. There's just like a little handle in the back of the car seat, and you just lift it up and it's done, and you attach it to into the actual car, and then, like I said again, fold it, super easy, and put it in the car and you're good to go.